Well guys, welcome back to another Scrappin' Irish video. And what have we got in the well? First off, thanks for taking the time to check out another video from me. If you're not a subscriber, please do consider subscribing maybe. And also, why not give it the old thumbs up while you're at it. But what have we got for you today? Well, it's not often we get a part from the space shuttle. And if you can't see, it says NASA. I'll give you a better look at that in a minute. It says NASA. So when I came across this, surely it's from the space shuttle, from NASA. Surely it's a space shuttle part. So we'll have to take it apart. But I lie. It's not from a space shuttle. Of course it's not. It's from NASA Marine. So I'm not sure if that's the same NASA. If not, maybe they make marine stuff as well as space stuff. So we'll have a look and see what's inside of it. Some sort of little machine for maybe GPS or something like that. I don't know. But anyhow, I digress. We're going to take it apart and we're going to see if there's anything of precious metals in here. So we'll see if there's any gold plated stuff, any silver plated stuff. We've got a little bit of copper wire, as you can see. But other than that, we don't know much until we take it apart. So, first time taking one of these apart, so it might be worthless inside, might be a total waste of time, but we know as soon as we get digging into it. So, let's go and see what's inside. Right guys, as I was saying, it is NASA Marine, so we have to check a little screen, an LCD screen to start off with. So it's like speed, trip, total. So it's some sort of a boat, obviously, that was to give them, set their trip, set their speed, whatever, tell them what speed they're doing, where they're going, stuff like that. So any boat guys out there, you've got one of these before, have you? What do you use them for? Let me know. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to take off these nuts. Wing nuts. If I was Ian Matthews, I'd be saying, oh, they might come in handy for something. But I ain't Ian Matthews, so shred. Yes, E-Waste Mike style, shred. They might come in handy for something, huh? Who does he think he is? Okay, so first off, we have a few screws which look slightly corroded, not overly corroded. I've seen worse. So we'll just remove them. So it looks like it's not going to be too hard to get them out. The only one I'm worried about is this one. So we might as well go to that one next in case. No. So, okay, this is going to be a lot easier than I thought, says he, until it all turns to disaster. Okay, so a lot of screws, well, a lot of screws, 5 screws, but they're well embedded. Again, check them screws, but being a marine item, maybe lucky sometimes, and you might get stainless steel on, or you might get brass screws because of the environment that they're in, a marine environment. So we will get a magnet and we will check them, but by the feel of them, I think they're just steel. So let's have a look. Let me get my magnet. And I lie, there we go. So either a brass or a stainless steel under there. So I'll check that later by putting them on a grinder and you'll know. So good to find. Now I better check them wing nuts that I was about to put into shred, because maybe, look at that. Look at that. Made a fool of myself. Wouldn't be the first time, says E-Waste Mike. Okay, so good start. A bit of brass or a bit of stainless steel. Ooh. Okay, so now that we've taken them out, we have to find a way to split this open. Looks like there's something possibly holding here as well, but we can Yes, screw under here. So again, that can go into more valuable little shred. Okay, so a few bits of plastic, not anything important there. I'm just going to snip the end off this wire. Now again, chances are that these little bits as well are brass or of something similar, and they are, so they will be coming out, so that's somewhat safe. Okay, the backing of the LCD screen, the actual LCD screen, no gold pins or anything on there, so worthless to me. I know there is some people who collect up them LCD screens because there is some precious metals inside of them, but for me, I've no way of recycling them, nowhere to sell them, so unfortunately that ends up in a recycling bin, and maybe some of the bigger recycling companies can deal with it. Okay, so we have our copper wire, which we can remove. Okay, copper wire taken off, so a little bit of copper wire. Don't see anything underneath this side of value. Let's get a closer look. No, nothing of value, just solder on this side. So again, I seen a video, I forget who it was, who recovered the tin from solder like this. I don't know where it was from, but I remember watching it. It was quite interesting. And on the other side, what have we got? Well, we've got a big IC chip, or fixed to the board. So again, we'll have to get that removed by either heating it up or taking it off that way. Connections are not gold plated. We have some switches, which means we have a little bit of silver in there. So we have our 3 switches there. Again, another little chip we can take off. Possibly gold wire in there, but a bit hard to see. Another chip here, and a few resistors with little gold bands on them, and that's it from NASA. That's all we get. I was expecting something great from this one, but can't win them all, can you? So what have we got? Just 1, 2, 3 chips I'll take off. I'll take off the switches, take off these little tantalums. I presume they're tantalums, older type tantalums. If I'm wrong, let me know, guys. Anything else worth taking off that board? I used to take off them little resistors, but I don't really anymore, to be honest. And that's it. That's all that was in there. So we got the board, we got the wire, and the best part, actually, probably the most valuable part of it, is the screws and the wing nuts that are brass or stainless steel. I'm going with brass. So that's what I'm thinking they are. So what do you think they are? Brass or stainless steel? And at some stage we'll come back in another video and let you know what they were. We'll file it off. I'm definitely going with brass on these. And yeah, I'm going with brass on them. And I'm going possibly stainless steel screws. Okay, that's my guess. What's your guess? Do you agree with me? And again, I'm going with brass. On here, you can even see the colour of it. It's a brassy colour. So we have brass there. So they'll be just yanked out of there. I presume they just break out. Never presume. Well, it definitely broke off, but not all of it. So as you can see, we have brass. So that's what we get in there. So reason I done it, nothing major in there. Reason I done it was to see what was in it. It's the first time ever getting one of them. And look at that, Ian Matthews. Little brass ferrules in there to be taken out. So, and you don't know what we'd be on about. Ian Matthews makes sure he gets every last bit of brass out, even they come out, which is a real micro scrapper. And we found maybe the reason this stopped working was the crystal oscillator was no longer attached to the board, so maybe that caused it to stop working. So as always, guys, thanks for watching the video. A bit shorter this one, under 15 minutes maybe. So thank you for watching, and as always, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. Hopefully we'll be getting more gold recovery done. At the moment it's a few teardown videos, and we'll try and get some more gold recovery done once I get my shed built up back, which hopefully when the weather improves in a month or two I'll start building. So thanks for being on the journey, and as always, keep on looking for that gold, keep safe, and catch you on the next one.